Hello everyone, welcome to another video of Expressions of Grace. Today I want to share with you an experience as well as a well-taught lesson that I learned from this experience. About 4.5 years ago, I remember one day I was hanging up some clothes on the line. My first son at that time was around 7 to 8 months old. I was at home with him and he had a little toy car that he could sit in. And so while I was hanging up the clothes, I put him in the car to sit. And it also had a little belt to strap him because at that time he was also walking. So I strapped him in the little car while I was doing, what I was doing. But then for a moment while I was doing that, I noticed, we were under a ackee tree, and then I noticed he was trying to reach for a leaf on the ground. But then something hit me and I decided to pause to watch him for a little while. He didn't notice I was even looking at him. But then I realized that he kept reaching for the leaf. And he went down, he tilted, about 3 times to reach for the leaf, and he still did not reach the leaf. He eased up and he sat up in the little car. And I was really watching him, the expression on his face. And he looked down on the leaf and he knitted his brow and he looked down on the leaf again and he paused. And while he paused there, he was looking, and I said, wow, what is he doing? And can I tell you that after pausing and looking, he made one reach, one dip, and he took up the leaf off the ground. And I started smiling. I smiled and I said, wow. And right there and then I said, God, you are just awesome. Because there and then I really needed some motivation or encouragement, to be determined. And just by watching my little baby, I was so encouraged, so inspired. And I know that was just not him, but it was really the Lord using him and having me to watch him, doing all of that. And so today, from what I've learned, I want to share with you 3 A's of being determined. And the first one is to assess. It's very important for us to assess our situation, assess where you are, what you're experiencing, observe carefully, and make notes. So after you have assessed your situation, you have observed the needs, look at the areas that needs to be addressed, then I think it's very important that you now align yourself. Change your position. Find the right position to be in based on your assessment, right? And position yourself for the direction that you also need to go in. Alignment is very important because in alignment, you are preparing to aim, you are preparing to fire, to reach out. And there are so many things that we want to reach out to in our life. And so the third A is to aim. You would have assessed and you would have aligned just as Caleb assessed the situation. I think for a moment there, he paused because he recognized that he kept reaching for the leaf, but he wasn't so certain, or he didn't even realize that the leaf was so far out of his reach and his little hands were too short to get there. And so it's very important that we assess. And so he assessed the situation, and then he aligned himself because he then realized that he had to reach a little deeper, a little further. He had to put something more in it, whether it is that he was going to shift over a little more, So he realized that he had to align himself, maybe not in those terms in his little mind, but his actions demonstrated that he assessed, he observed, and then he aligned. And after doing all of that, he reached out, he aimed, right? And he reached out for his goal. And I can tell you, having reached the leaf, he was so pleased. He was so satisfied, And after getting the first leaf, he began to reach out for more leaves. Because guess what? He would have learned a strategy, and not just any strategy, but a strategy that was effective, a strategy that worked. And so, brothers and sisters, as you listen to this video, I really do pray that whatever it is that you may be going through today, whatever those situations are that have not been changing, that doesn't seem as if anything is moving, there is no shift, there are no changes, maybe it is time for you to do something different. Maybe it is time for you to pause. Stop reaching. Stop aiming. Stop and assess the situation one more time. Look at all the areas and all the things that you may have been doing that are not effective. Assess, align, and then aim. And I'm sure with the help of the Lord Jesus Christ, you definitely will accomplish that goal. God bless you and have a wonderful day.